episode 81 of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. So in the last episode I mentioned that there was a Patreon vote to decide whether Marcelo Bielsa will be joining Liverpool, leaving Leeds, leaving the side that we built, and moving to the European giants of Liverpool to take over from Jurgen Klopp and use his managerial skills to finally win Liverpool the league. But I announced in the last episode that we weren't going to go. The results of the vote when I decided to play the episode were 50-50, and then I made the call to stay at Leeds. But what I hadn't realised is I'd left the vote running, and more patrons turned up and they had their say. And actually we had 2 new patrons as well coming on board since the last episode, so welcome to both of you. Your support is really appreciated. I can't put into words how much I appreciate it. In fact, all of the patrons, you really are the lifeblood of this channel. Your donations have, for example, helped me buy a new microphone when my last one broke, and I was able to use the money that you guys donate. So pretty vital to this channel. And what that does mean is I really have got to pay attention to you guys, and I intend to, but there is going to be a slight change. So what happened since the last episode is a few more people voted, and it swung in favour of Liverpool. Now, obviously, I made it clear in the last episode when I had the deciding vote, I'd probably rather stay at Leeds. So what I am going to do is I'm not going to make this decision straight away. But as it stands, we are going to Liverpool. We'll be accepting the Liverpool job. The offer has been received, it's still there, we can still take it. We do have a fair while until we actually properly will be accepting it. I mean, it's probably 4 or 5 episodes, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4... 4.5 episodes until we have to accept it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the vote open. So if there are some of you out there who are watching this going, no, you can't leave Leeds, then you have a chance to make an impact. Still not that many people have actually voted out of the patrons, so there may be some more existing patrons to come forward and cast their vote. But what that also means is 1 or 2 votes for Leeds could swing it in the other direction. But also, equally, if you think we should go to Liverpool, if you think Marcelo Bielsa deserves to have some transfer budget and some world-class players to play with before this series ends, which isn't too far away, then you can go in there and just put the nail in the coffin, keep the votes coming for Liverpool. And all you need to do to be able to have your say is donate $1 a month to this channel. So have a think. If you want to vote, you can. There's a link in the description. And there's over a week remaining. Or no, a week remaining. Anyway, I'm going to leave it open indefinitely, at least for the next couple of episodes. So you can also see how things are playing out. If we get absolutely trounced in the next few games, then maybe we'll leave. But if suddenly we manage to catch up with Manchester City and we get through the Champions League, we may decide to stay. But if you can't afford to support this channel every month, then there is one way that you can support this channel. So close to 11,000 subscribers. This last 1,000 has been a real slog. I think there's about 50 left. So, if you can't donate with your money, donate your subscription, donate your likes, donate your comments. That to me is also hugely appreciated. But with that out of the way, let's just crack on with Marcelo Bielsa's life right now. We could go to Liverpool, it would be fun, and I'm sure Liverpool are actually on the same points as us. But we don't know how that's going to progress in the next few weeks. So we just got to keep playing as if we are staying at Leeds. And then what happens after that. And this is an absolutely key game in our Champions League group for us to have any chance of staying in this European competition, or even any chance of getting into the Europa League via a 3rd place finish in our group, which would be fine. I'd be happy with that. We are looking seriously tired, and this is maybe one good reason to move to Liverpool. We don't have the funds. The Leeds owners have said categorically there will be no money made available for Marcelo Bielsa, and because of that we've just not been able to build a team with a deep enough level of quality. And it's really starting to show now, We're going to have to shuffle people around here. We might have to play, and we don't like to do this, Maxi Romero in that attacking mid / second striker role. It's not ideal, but we're going to have to today because we just don't have the personnel. Nabry's going to have to play, very tired. Chidozie I think will rest for Patterson. Oof, I think we'll start Gomez even though he's tired. Sessegnon's actually looking okay. Kluivert could do with a rest though. So we'll put Sessegnon up out on the left. It's a interesting change side. Up against a Sporting team that I think beat us. They must have done because we lost our first 3 games. They're a decent side. Diaby, I remember up top, was difficult. 2 deep lying central midfielders as well. Let's see how we get on. So I was disappointed to read today that Marcelo Bielsa and Pontus Jansson, Big Pontus, a hero of this series, they've fallen out. And Pontus is on his way to Brentford for a very small fee, considering he was probably their best defender last season. I mean, they're 2 fiery characters, they're 2 outspoken characters. See, they clashed. There'll be no big punters, but Jack Harrison is returning to Leeds next season on loan again from Manchester City. I was hoping it might be a permanent deal. I hope he gets a permanent deal away from there rather than living in loan limbo. But there's plenty of time for that. He's still young. Right, let's concentrate. Let's at least try and not go out of this group stage with a whimper. Sessegnon now, playing out on the wing today for the first time in a while. Finds Maxi Romero, and his first touch takes him away from Mathieu very easily. Maxi with the curler. Ooh, backed himself there. Just needed a bit more whip. Gomez lashes a ball forward into Sessegnon, who's done really well to find Maxi Romero there. And he'll release it down the line. No one in the box. Wakehorse taking his time. Sessegnon cuts back. And then away from Mathieu. Flicks it in, looking for the horse. Powerful header is wide. And that's pretty much our first proper chance of this first half. Neither side wants to lose today. It means more for Sporting to get the point than it does for us. I mean, obviously, actually, really losing to us makes no difference. We have to win. We need to be pushing forward more, I've just realised. Bernardo, good ball into Brunetta. Just about gets pass away into Romero, who's also taken out there. The two Argentinians fouled in tandem. And there will be a yellow card here. Mathieu. It's foul on Maxi Romero. I think we're too far out here. Try something sneaky though. Serge Gnabry making the run across the wall. It's worked well here. Gnabry's low ball in. Maxi Romero pokes it home. One off the training ground there. That is a bit too easy to do sometimes, I have to say. Defender's never quite aware. I mean, you'd have someone would be making an effort there. Someone would have been aware, slightly more aware than they were. Then with Gnabry in that excellent position, it's an easy ball in, and Maxi Romero is one of the more simple finishes he's had this season. He scored some great goals. It wasn't one of them, but it was very smart though. Good work. And there we are, half-time here in Portugal. And we've taken a very tight lead. I mean, we've actually had a lot of possession, which at the moment is pretty rare. We only had the one shot on target after that sneaky free kick routine. This game is far from won. We certainly need to score more. You know Sporting are going to have at least one chance in the second half. Let's step it up. Let's get the 3 points. Will goal difference matter? It might. Let's try and go for more goals. Hutchinson, good ball out to Rafinha, inside to Battaglia. Oh, that's well worked, and that's a very, very good goal. Bollocks! Came from a misplaced pass from Kobos. Oh... As soon as they got the overload here, you just knew what was going to happen. Patterson, like a headless fucking chicken. Bollocks. Bernardo, good ball into Gnabry. We've not seen enough of him. It's a clever ball through into Juan Brunetta. Inside of Quartes here. Oh, it's blocked. Could fall to Sessegnon with the right foot effort. It's a good hit. Quartes will be able to get it away. Good chance there. Missed. Oh, but Patterson's won it back. Smart ball into Sessegnon. Back to Maxi Romero. Tough chance on the turn. Oh, Maxi Romero. Epic. Wins it in the air and now he's into the box. Romero inside. Yes! Gets the flick on. Receives the ball back from Ryan Sessegnon, who's playing very well in that left wing position, as you'd expect. He's pretty much been playing as a left winger, even when he's been at left back. Yeah, it was all Maxi there. Won the flick on. It's the much larger man, I think it's Quartes there, and then steps inside. It's trademark Maxi Romero. The dead-eye finish, never in doubt. If you let him back onto his right, then you are in the wrong. Patterson, back to Cliver. Patterson's continued his run. Puts it up looking for the horse. The header's there, and it's off the bar. Could have finished it there. Really unlucky. Oh, nice ball into Bastos, the big man. Bernardo shepherds him wide, but he's got away from him there. Wendell on the turn, and it goes back across the goal. But Chidozie will get to it here. With only 30 seconds left. He'll use his fresh legs to bring it up this right-hand side, and we get the win. That was a very, very tight game. With a lot of very, very tired players and some poor form. And some selection choices we didn't want to have to make. We didn't want to play Maxi in the middle. We didn't want to play Kobos and Patterson. But we got away with it, and actually... defensively, we were pretty solid. We denied them the ball, denied them chances. Has that given us just a little lifeline? Brunetta was really poor in that, actually. Felt really bad. Don't know what was up with him today. A 4.5 for him. Maxi Romero continues his consistency. And Sessegnon as well. Still looking really, really good. If we go to Liverpool, I definitely want to take Maxi and Sessegnon and Bernardo. Definitely. So there we have it. 2-1. Ooh, and we're into second. Wow. Quick turnaround there. We could progress. We do have to win our final games. That makes things very, very interesting. And it is goal difference we profit from there. Well, an instant turnaround there. And suddenly things are looking a lot more positive than they were at the beginning of this episode. Which is still fairly positive. We are second in the league. We're 9 points behind Manchester City. Right, let's take a look at the sides. We're at Ellen Road. We're inviting Wolves. Always a difficult team. Juan Brunetto on a downward arrow. Yeah, well, he deserves to be. He was really poor in the last game. We will start a slightly tired Serge Gnabry there instead. I think we're going to do... Ooh, tough decision here. Gomez is so tired. This is a selection headache here. Don't really want to start Gomez. I think the only real course of action is to start the Dozer, but he's on a downward arrow. Oh, we'll do it. Dozer at centre-back. Patson back in at right-back. Sessegnon, although he's been playing really well, starts this one on downward arrow. Quite tired as well. Butland needs a rest. But I think we're just going to keep playing him. Everyone else can stay as it is. Yeah, Wolves we've struggled against in the past, and we're having a bit of shaky form in the league. Can we overcome that today? So what is up with Mr. Juan Believable Brunetta? I don't know what's gone wrong with him. A 4.5, then a downward arrow. Is there trouble in paradise? And that connection between Maxi and Juan has been absolutely key for us. I feel like, even though he's one of our lower rated players, I think if we miss him for a while, if his form continues to be poor, we could struggle. I think he's that important to this side. Let's see how it goes today without him. Bernardo sprays it wide into Sessegnon. Space for Kluivert here. Spots De Jong in a good space. Oh, the header is over the bar. De Jong is actually not bad at those sort of late runs into the box, but his heading ability isn't that great. Sessegnon nicks it back from Traoré. It's a great battle of the speed demons. Gnabry, lovely flick into De Jong, puts it on the right. Oh, that's a very good goal. Sessegnon starts the counter-attack at blistering pace after stealing it back from Adama Traoré. And then it's Serge Gnabry into De Jong. Two relative new boys of this team. I guess De Jong's been around for a while. Gnabry, the incredible free transfer this season. It's great work from Sessegnon, then spots the pass into Serge Gnabry. Knew exactly where De Jong was. It's a lovely take on the left foot. Puts it onto his right. Curls it home. He had a chance only a few moments earlier. He's come through with our first here today. Oh, we've got him rattled here. Maxi finds Ademola. Connor Cody's not going to fancy marking Ademola Lookman at the moment. Gnabry inside to De Jong. Oh, the passing is delicious. When we're at our glittering best, there are a few better teams for a quick, incisive counter. And some lovely passing here. Ping, ping, ping. Good save in the end. Oh, Lookman, lovely turn. Patterson's there with him, but he's not going to need him. Put a ball in, looking for Maxi Romero. Oh, it would have been the most casual of volleys there. Maxi Romero could have got that one in. Oh, lovely work there. Sessegnon. Kluivert looking for the overlap. Sessegnon ball into the box. Could have fallen there to De Jong again. Sessegnon will have another chance here, but he doesn't take it. Keeps it on the deck. No. So free kick here. It's going to be Frankie De Jong to take this one. Yep. On the verge of half-time. This will probably be the last kick of this first half. Here at Ellen Road. De Jong gets it up and over. And there it is. No Juan Brunetta today, but Frankie De Jong's having an absolutely beautiful game. We've had questions about De Jong. We've probably actually said that he'd be the player that we'd be happy to upgrade or to lose in this side. But he's come through with a couple of good goals today and he's been involved in everything good for Leeds. And that is a goal at a crucial time for the home side. 46 minutes and De Jong scores his second. It's a brace for the Dutchman in a game that we have under absolute control. Much like we did in the last, actually. Are we starting to just get a little bit more solid? Could we, dare we say it, start a run like we did last season, but just start it a bit earlier? That's the only way we're going to win the league. Oh, somehow that's fallen to Jimenez. Chidozie makes up the ground. Still they have it. Oh, it's floated back in towards Jimenez, but Butland is aware of the danger. Oh, De Jong. Beautiful when he's on form. Plays the ball out to Lookman. Plenty of space for the winger. He'll cut inside here. Spray out to Kluivert. He'll just about keep that in. It's away from Dendoncker. Good ball into Sessegnon. Plays it back. Sessegnon back to Gnabry. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But we make it 3 here, and that should kill this one off. With Wolves still seemingly unable to create any chances. It's a clever bit of interplay there. Sessegnon with a layback. I think that'll go down as a Gnabry goal, but it's a wicked deflection. Rui Patricio couldn't do anything about it. And I don't think even Jota, who was a player I really like, is going to be able to help Wolves out of this hole of their own making. Oh, big mistake now. And Maxi Romero away from Dendoncker. Turns inside of Remedi. Maxi. Wow. Oh, would have been a good one. Would have been a good one. Oh, ball has slipped through to Diogo Jota. Gomez doesn't get the challenge in. It's back to Jimenez. Well dealt with. Oh, Lucasen, lovely ball into Kluivert. Now Justin Kluivert through the centre. Steps away from Remedi. Still Kluivert here into Chidozie, who's up from the back. Oh, he's hit it well. Saved by the post. Butland loving the distribution. Now Kluivert out to Juan Brunetta. He's got Maxi inside. Decides to cut it back here to Kluivert. Into the box. Justin Kluivert. Lovely. And that's 4. And this has been a confident win. With some great flair on display. Some great attacking football. Juan Brunetta on the pitch. Spots the run of Kluivert. And he had one idea in his mind. Get it back onto the right. Patricio beaten again. And that is that, I would say. Chidozie out to Lookman. Ball inside to Juan Brunetta. Oh, what a turn, and he's fouled there, surely. Oh, would have been lovely. Oh well, we'll take the 4. A great performance from De Jong in the first half, and then a couple of good goals from Serge and Justin in the second. That's the confident win in the Premier League against a pretty good team that we needed. 57% possession, lots of chances. De Jong with the 7.5. Lovely work. Sessegnon again with the 7. He's going to be our highest, he's going to be one of the highest underneath Maxi Romero rated players this season. That's my prediction. He's been excellent in almost every game he's played. And Wolves were unimaginative and ultimately outclassed. And there we are, Manchester City, another win, but only a 1-0 win though. Scraping a win. They've still got a 10 goal difference advantage over us because they've only conceded 6 goals this season. That is ridiculous. And the 9-point cushion for them remains. It's going to be a long, hard slog to catch that up. So, not a bad November. 4 wins, 2 draws out of 6, no games lost. 5 goals from Maxi. Serge popping up with 3. Sessegnon with 3 assists. And, 6.6 average rating. Gnabry and Romero actually ahead. I think Gnabry's making a very strong argument for becoming a starter. At the expense of who, though, and in which position? That is the question. Could be any one of Kluivert, Lookman or Brunetta, really, as it stands. So Sessegnon, as you can see, involved a lot. He's on the ball. Good dribbling success rate. Not such a good pass success rate, but I guess he is often crossing the ball. Maxi Romero, 33% success rate. Serge Gnabry, 3 goals from 6 chances. That's very good. Very good. Bernardo, strong in the air and on the floor. Gomez, a fair way behind him with both of those stats. And I'll take a look at the team of the month for November. Sessegnon in there as a striker. Pretty much always played him as a left back, bar a couple of games, but that's where he does his best work, to be fair. And Maxi Romero, well, best striker on the planet. I think he's got to be in the discussion. So there we are, an extra 1 million in the transfer budget, but we've lost 400,000 through contract option payments from the salary budget. Okay, well, we need to swap that back over. And a pretty good episode, all in all. How many games have we got left in our Champions League group? We've got Ajax. That's the final game. And a win against them would seal our progression through to the knockouts. We did not see that coming. Juve losing as well. It could be Juve who miss out. If we both win, then they're going to have to beat Sporting by a pretty big number. What a turn up for the books that would be. What a turnaround in fortunes. Anyway, next episode we've got Southampton, we've got Bournemouth. Obviously I want to know in the comments your thoughts on the Liverpool situation. What should we do? Are you going to become a patron? Are you going to have your say? It's up to you. See you in a bit.